Hey guys, Fulham here, welcome back to a brand new video. Now today, I'm very happy to say the Premier League is back.
Come on.
No more international break. We've seen it all, especially being England fans, bloody hell. Let me know in the comments if you're Southgate in or out, but it's time to bring back our Premier League predictions for Game Week 5, isn't it, Dad?
I can't wait. I don't want to watch international football ever again after that Harry Maguire performance.
We won't even talk about it. We'll start with the like target though.
Oh, come on, smash 11,000.
Premier's back, we could do that. 11,000? Come on, TDL, let's get that done. Before we get into the games, I want to know, how did we do last week, Thog Dad?
Well, it was hard to call last week, wasn't it? But
yeah.
Ghost Picks Jimmy did all right with 5 points. Thogden did well with 7 points.
Oh no, you won, didn't you?
And Thogdad got a miserable 10 points. Have some of that, Theo.
Does that put you in the lead?
The scores on the doors: Guest 21, Thogden 22, Thogdad 23. Normal service has been resumed.
1 point. 1 point.
Yeah,
it's not much. And I'll bring it back this week, I'll tell you that. What's the first game?
And the first game is Everton against Liverpool, first versus fifth, and this is the Merseyside derby. And all the Scousers are going to watch this in the pub in Manchester.
Ooh, yeah, the Tier 3 lockdown in Liverpool is stopping the lads. And at a bad time as well. This will be a cracking game, I think.
Brilliant. And what a start Everton have made. 100% record, Theo. They're special this season, aren't they?
And it's been 10 years of derby days since they last got a result versus Liverpool.
Yeah.
Last 22 games, they've played each other, 11 draws and 11 losses for Everton. Could they finally break that?
They could. Now, Liverpool started well, but then last week happened. A 7-2 defeat to Aston Villa. Is that a one-off, Theo?
Well, you say that, but I don't know. It's still going to affect them. I mean, the big thing about that 7-2 result is, every footballer always says, as soon as you have a bad loss on the football pitch, you want to get there a few days later, right back on the pitch, and basically sort it out. But Klopp and the other Liverpool players have had 2 weeks to think about that 7-2 loss. That's Klopp's biggest ever loss in 867 managerial appearances.
Wow.
And that is unbelievable. And they will be overthinking it with it being a 2-week international break. But coming into this game, I think Everton will get a result. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's on fire, but I don't think they'll win. They might do, it's possible, but I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw.
That's very interesting. Now, I think that result against Villa was an outlier. It will never happen again in my lifetime.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Having said that, I've been really impressed by Everton, by James Rodriguez, by Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison, the whole team.
Great
and
side.
I think this is going to be Everton 2, Liverpool 2.
We agree on the first one there. Oh.
Yeah.
There we go, that's a nice connection. Let's go over to our guest today, Gozza. Subscribe to his channel if you're a Sheffield United fan. Where are you going for this one?
Hello, Thogden and Thogdad. Massive thank you for having me on the channel today. I think this go either way. I think Rodriguez getting into the game is key either way, but I can see this one going 2-2.
Sadio Mane and Thiago are back for the fixture, but Alisson isn't.
And now it's Chelsea against Southampton, 7th against 11th. Now Chelsea found form, didn't they, against Crystal Palace?
That was a massive win.
But don't write off Southampton, they've won the last 2. What are you thinking, Theo?
Well, I'm thinking Chelsea are at home. Kai Havertz and Werner did very well over international break for Germany. Last time out against Switzerland, Werner got a goal and assist. That goal was brilliant. We were watching the game live, weren't we, Dad?
Yes, yes.
Brilliant left-footed finish. If Messi scored that, we'd all be raving about it. And Kai Havertz got the assist for it. So Chelsea, things are going up Millhouse for you. Southampton have won their last 2 games. This isn't going to be a walkover, is it?
Really not. And you're right, Theo. Havertz and Werner, at some point, they're going to click.
Yeah, they will.
And some of their interplay was very good for Germany, wasn't
Correct,
it, Theo?
it will be. And maybe this is the game where Werner just goes out there and bangs in 2 or 3. It could be. But maybe Danny Ings will do it for Southampton. You know, Chelsea defensively aren't always perfect, apart from last time against Palace when they won 4-0. But you can never guess. You can never tell. This game could go either way.
This is very hard to call, but you know what? I'm going Chelsea 2, Southampton 0.
Really? Okay, I'm going to go Chelsea 2, Southampton 1. So different to you, but still a Chelsea win. Edouard Mendy is a doubt for the game, so Chelsea fans might have to put up with Kepa for it.
Hey, Gozza, what do you reckon, mate?
Last year they won this fixture 2-0 at Stamford Bridge, but I can see it going the other way this time, and I see it being 2-0 Chelsea.
And now for 2 big teams, Manchester City against Arsenal, 14th against 4th, and Man City have made a faltering start, 1-1, drawn 1, lost 1. What's going to happen, Thoggy?
Well, I don't know, because you say 14th against 4th, and it just doesn't sound right in the head, does it?
No, it
Arsenal
doesn't.
being the team in 4th. Unbelievable. And coming into this City game, it looks like they've got quite a few doubts. Raheem Sterling was injured for the England game, but he might be back. De Bruyne might play. Gabriel Jesus might play, but they're all doubts. It's what Pep does. If he starts with a strong team, I think they'll win. But if not, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, but he's got a strong squad, hasn't he? So this is an opportunity for the likes of Foden or Mahrez to really shine.
If they play. You never know with
Yes, yes.
But Arsenal, they don't have any problems with fitness.
No.
Their whole team is ready to go. Arteta's got a good system. Do you think they could come away with a sneaky, maybe against all the odds, get a win?
Well, they could, but you know what? The Etihad Stadium is a difficult place to go to.
You say that, Dad. Last time out, Leicester beat them 5-2 at the Etihad.
That is true.
That was the last game City were at home.
Yeah.
So who knows this season, eh? Things aren't too bad for Man City in the big scale of things, but they'll want to win here, won't they?
They really will. Now, this has been a bonkers season. It's almost impossible to call, but you know what? Man City 2, Arsenal 1.
Ooh, you know what? I agree with you. I've gone for the same. There we go. Goza, are you agreeing with us?
As for Arsenal, they've looked better this year. They have improved, but I don't think they've improved enough to win this one just yet. I'm going 2-1 Man City.
And the next game is Newcastle United against Manchester United.
Where are these guys on the table, Thog Dad?
Newcastle are 9th, Manchester United are 6th.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? It should be the other way around, but it's not. But Newcastle have got off to a great start, haven't they? Steve Bruce, Callum Wilson, they're doing well.
And you've hit the nail on the head. Callum Wilson, as soon as they signed him, I thought goals there.
Yeah, great striker, and he's scored goals. That is something for sure. Yeah, Steve Bruce has got a good system going, and he's made solid signings. And can they pull a cheeky result against United, you know?
Well, they could. I mean, everyone's making videos about what's gone wrong at Man United.
Yeah.
Is it time to panic there?
Well, a 6-1 loss off the one red card. There was clearly no plan B for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but he's got a full fit team and they should be getting a result here. I'm going to go with Man United 2-1. I just think they've got too much firepower. Bruno will probably have a good game. What do you think, Dad?
Well, Manchester United have been on a supermarket sweep, haven't they?
Yeah.
Bought a whole bunch of new players.
Yeah, Cavani, Alex Telles, somebody else, some other Uruguayan.
Yeah.
Fair play, even Ahmad Traore, whoever that is, not Adama. That's a different geezer.
Yeah.
But a load of signings on deadline day.
Newcastle 1, Man United 1. Hey, Gozza, what do you reckon, mate?
I'm going 2-1 Man United.
And the next game is Sheffield United against Fulham, 19th against 20th, and both these teams lost last week.
Yeah.
In fact, both these teams lose every week. I mean, Sheffield United, they've only scored 1 goal in 6 hours of football. Is it too many greasy chip butties there?
Well, they signed Ryan Brewster to, you know, stop that problem, really, get some goals. Maybe we'll see his first start for Sheffield United after leaving Liverpool, and this could be the game where he can score in his debut. I don't know. But one man that'll be licking his lips today is Mitrovic. He's been representing Serbia, getting some good wins for them, and now he's back to the Premier League, and Fulham know they need a result from somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe this could be the game, an off-form Blades team.
And I think Sheffield United need to get back to basics.
Yeah.
Last season, keeping clean sheets, scoring a goal, I think that's what they'll do this week. Sheffield United 1, Fulham 0.
Well, I was about to say that. I think they'll do that as well, so I'm also going for the Blades 1-0.
Now, Gozza, this is your team, Sheffield United. What's going to happen, mate?
I'm moving on to my team. Sheffield United against Fulham. This is a big game, probably our biggest game of the season so far. We've been very low on confidence this season, which is easy to tell. But with the addition of Brewster up front will give us the squad a massive boost. Having Egan out for the game's a massive miss as well, though, especially against a player like Mitrovic, who's very tricky to handle. But Mpadu will probably have to step up to the plate and do it instead. I'm being ambitious, though, and I'm saying we're going to win 2-0.
And the next game is the M23 derby, 12th against 15th. It's Crystal Palace against Brighton and Hove Albion.
Ooh.
And both teams got battered last week. Both conceded 4 goals.
They both
What's
got
going to
battered
happen?
Everywhere they go, they both got... Okay, we'll cut it out. Cut it out.
So, Theo, what's going to happen in this one?
Yeah, well, Palace started well this season, but slipped off last couple of games.
Yeah.
Brighton, I'm not too sure what's going to happen. I'm just going to go for a 1-1 draw. I think Brighton are decent. They'll be hoping Lamptey can play because he seems a doubt for the game. And Palace, they've done all right with Roy Hodgson. They'll want to win here. They could probably get a win, but I'm going for 1-1 draw.
Yeah, now Brighton have looked good, but they're in 15th, and it's the same story last season, wasn't it, Theo?
Yeah.
I mean, last season we went to this game, Crystal Palace and Brighton, and the score was 1-1.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's going to happen again.
Really, you agree?
1-1.
I think Malpai will score. He's got 5 goal contributions this season, so looking on form.
And Gozza, what do you reckon, mate?
Brighton, a team which have recruited very well this season, spent very little money, but have still got very decent players from it. I'm going 2-2 in this one.
And now for a London derby, it's Tottenham Hotspur against West Ham United, 6th against 10th. Now, Theo, these two teams are on form, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And one thing, this is a derby, you've got to remember.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing about this game, Gareth Bale is going to be playing in this.
Wow,
his
amazing.
first ever game back in the Premier League on Derby Day. Do you think he could do something, Dad?
I think he might. Now, West Ham first, they started off really badly. But my goodness, they've turned it around, haven't they, in style?
Oh my gosh, recently, Mikel Antonio bagging the goals. Jarrod Bowen's been on great form. Fornals playmaking. Moisey being the underdog, going into Wolves, going into Leicester games, 3-0, 4-0. Bang. West Ham back on form. Looks like they're about to sign Said Benrahma. Things are going up Millhouse. But I think this game will be one step too far. I think Spurs are going to be a powerhouse this year under Jose Mourinho. What do they say about his second season? It's always quality, isn't it?
Yeah, now Spurs against Man United were absolutely superb.
Crazy.
Harry Kane, Son, and that man Aurier I thought was incredible.
Yeah, and Son and Kane, like you said, all the boys, Aurier too, they're all fit for this game. Last year they had an injury crisis, and this year they look okay. And they've got a bit of quality in Gareth Bale, just a little bit. I'm going to go 3-1 Tottenham. I think Bale will score Kane and Son, so a bit of a spread out one.
Yeah, and I'm going for Spurs 2, West Ham 1.
Gozza, what do you reckon, Son?
Since Moyes has stayed at home, he's turning to Alex Ferguson, but I just don't think that'll be enough for them this game. I'm going 3-1 Spurs.
And now for the biggest game of the weekend. It is Leicester against Aston Villa, third against second.
Yeah,
now this is a sort of a Midlands derby. Now last week Leicester got shocked by West Ham, but Villa did the shocking, didn't they, Theo?
Yeah, they did. Going back to Leicester, like you said, they were having the perfect start until West Ham stopped them. We were just talking about the Moisey masterclass. But Aston Villa still have their ongoing perfect start. 3 wins out of 3. Like you said, the 7-2 result. Unbelievable scenes. And we've had an international break now. Do you think that momentum pause will affect them?
Well, I'm wondering if Villa can keep this going. I mean, Ollie Watkins was superb, wasn't he, with that hat-trick. And Jack Grealish, I mean, he's so good. He should be a regular starter for England, shouldn't he?
Oh, don't get me onto this. He started the Wales game and he got a couple great assists. I mean, the set pieces, the cross for Calvert-Lewin. Then he got benched 2 games after for England, Southgate. Let me know in the comments if you think he should be in or out. But Grealish is probably our most creative midfielder right now, and he's on form for Villa, so maybe they can get a result. Could they, Dad?
This is a very, very hard one to call, and it's a sort of a Midlands derby, isn't it? So you know what? I'm going to sit on the fence and go Leicester 1, Villa 1.
I'm going to go Leicester 2, Villa 1. I'm backing the home side. Gozza, what do you reckon?
As long as Vardy's getting the right service to him, they've got a chance in any game. I'm going 1-0 Leicester.
And now for 2 struggling teams, West Bromwich Albion against Burnley, 17th against 18th. What are your thoughts, Theo?
Well, I think it's not going to be a great game.
Well, I tell you what, West Brom, 13 goals conceded, worst defence in the league. Their defence is even worse than that of Man United and Liverpool.
Mental. I mean, who'd have thought? But West Brom, they don't have a striker. They've got quite a few, bit of an injury crisis. I was going to go into this game saying Matis Pereira masterclass, Dian Garner making the runs, easy win and all that, but no, they're missing a big striker because they're all injured. So I don't really know what to say anymore. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Wow, now Burnley are struggling. They've lost 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
But I get the feeling that they're not going to lose this game. Sean Dyche knows this sort of game.
And then this could easily be a 1-0 Burnley shithouse win. Have you predicted that?
Initially I did, and then I scrubbed it out and I said West Brom 1, Burnley 1. Gozza, what do you reckon, mate?
Moving on to West Brom Burnley. I see this one being a smash and grab from Burnley, so I'm going 1-0 Burnley.
And finally, Leeds United against Wolverhampton Wanderers, 8th against 13th. And I've got to say, Leeds United look like a well-oiled and dangerous team, don't they, Theo?
Yeah, they look good, and both these teams are probably going to have the thought of going for Europa League.
Yeah.
So right now, Leeds are above them. They're playing at Ellen Road. Do you back the team playing in white?
Well, pre-season, you'd have looked at this game and thought Wolves win. I'm not so sure now.
It's interesting. I don't know. It's so easy to go for a Leeds win because they're on form. You got Bamford, Click, Helder Costa, like all these lads that are just banging them in at the moment. And Wolves don't look as good on form. Simple as that. So I'm going to say it. Leeds 2-1 win.
Wow, and it was good to see Rodrigo, the ex-Bolton guy, come into the Leeds team and bag an equaliser against City.
Yeah,
and you know
that point they got against City was just a sign of significant intent from Bielsa's lads. And it just made me think, well, they're not a relegation fighting team. They're not. They're way worse in the Prem.
And no, Leeds, I think they're the real deal this season. And because of that, I'm going to say Leeds United 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. We've agreed on so many in this video, Theo.
We have actually, but does Gozza agree with this on this one?
The last game of the week, Leeds versus Wolves, probably the two most exciting attacking teams out of the top 6. However, I think this one could go either way very easily, and I'm going 2-2.
Right, that is all. Thank you, Gozza, for getting involved. If you're a Sheffield United fan and you want loads of Blaze content, go and subscribe to his channel. If you're TDL, do it anyway. But we've got an 11k like target, don't we, Dad?
We do, and if Gareth Southgate is watching this, pick Jack Grealish.
Yeah, do it. And the other Gareth Bale, he's getting his first game. We'll be looking forward to watching that game. Loads of good games. M23 Derby, Tottenham, West Ham, nice side. This is the weekend for football. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, we will be doing loads of live streams for practically all of these games. So stick around on the channel, get subscribing, and all we can say is looking forward to the Premier League weekend. Come on, the boys. See you all later. Bye, guys.